Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my presentation about the solutions that I want to see. It is about Vietnam education system. Here we have table contents. I'm going to talk about the situation of the education system in Vietnam at the present, and how did it become like this, and why do it need to be changed so much, and lastly, by what methods. About the current situation, I would have to say that it is very bad at the moment because we're still affected by the old thinking and heavily affected by money and about its learning system too. It takes too much time for students to learn and too much information, but also give them very little time to comprehend. How did it get to that situation? Because firstly, it's because the new our era that is much different than our father, our grandfather generation. Mostly we have the assistance of electronic devices, and moreover that school is still using the traditional way of teaching, preventing students from using electronic devices in learning. And they also limit our learning project to a small scale, which is not giving us many chance to find and to understand about that project and that goal of that project. And secondly, it is also affected by the idea from the past, and I would have to say the people who are in charge of education ministry is very, it will be rude to say it, but they are selfish, they are old-fashioned, and also they are affected by the charming of money. And they keep using old teaching methods, and sometimes they do give out change, but that change is not what we need. It just give chance for them to earn more money from parents and students. And also the affection of education and policies behind the town are still very heavy. So the students and teachers are the one who have been having the hard time in school. Why do it need to be changed? So that for students they can have chance to learn overseas, and they have chances to be creative, and they can experience much more effective learning methods. And for teachers, they will get chances to promote it and will have much more happy and better memories with the students. Also, the job will also be less stressful. So. And it will also need to change for all the people from previous generations to change their thinking from the very age of Vietnam's education. We learn to pass the university's test, or at that time we call it the test to be ministers. Students they also teach us to make contribution to our country and pay fealty to their parents, and also to have chance to enroll in highly paid job. So we can come to a conclusion that students are nothing but a machine in crafting. How should we change it? We should make school life more enjoyable. Students should be encouraged to on pursuing their talents and dreams. They should also need to be taught how to be creative, how to think new, not to be think in the cage. And also we will need to remodel entire schedule, teaching schedule, to reduce stresses on both students and teachers. Moreover, we would also need to treat teachers and students with respect. For people still think that teachers are the tools to teach, to create and train students into contributing to life. But they are not, they are human, and they also have their own life. So not only talented, but even normal students should also be treated nicely. And this is my source of information. I have visited many foreign websites to build my visions and my solutions. Thank you for listening.
One thing is the teacher just only use the lesson plan teach.
I think that is very old and not effective. They would have to deal with many situations in the lesson too, like how the student got bored with the lesson plans, and so they would have to think about the new that would encourage students and make them feel more excited in the lesson. So sticking with the original lesson plans is not a good idea.
Wondering if the best method among all the solutions that you have recommended?
I would say that the remodeling entire school schedule and changing how people usually thinking is the best method. Because unless we change how people think of that, the system will always be the same. And there will be change, but that not feels like changing at all. Is there any more questions?
So Jeff said that the student would benefit from the solutions, like they will be able to study overseas. So why would study overseas be benefit? Because not many people would profit a lot from
They can experience overseas, so they can learn from their experience. So when they come back to their homeland, so they can make our system more developed and not make the same mistake that they do.